Welcome back to Event and Tech Show 2020. Heading back to our schedule, I'd like to introduce the first guest speaker of the day, TY Suen. TY is the founder of Whooper Travels, a next-generation travel agency and tour operator based in Singapore. The company manages 3 travel brands that serve varying markets and target audience. One of their brands is Monster Day Tours, which is Singapore's biggest private and walking tour operator. Today, we are pleased to have TY with us to share on future of tourism, the possibilities with live virtual tours. COVID-19 pandemic has severely impacted the tourism industry. How will it recover, and will travel be the same again? Let's hear from TY, founder of Monster Day Tours, on how a tour operator explored innovation and developed the concept of live virtual tours. TY, please.
Hello, everybody. Today, I'm privileged and excited to be invited here at ETS to share with you more about my thoughts on the future of tourism and some insights about the possibilities of live virtual tours that our company has been exploring for the past few months. So, my name is TY, and in case you don't know yet, I'm the founder of Monster Day Tours. So, a quick introduction about ourselves. Started in 2017, Monster Day Tour has grown from a free walking tour small setup to currently Singapore's biggest walking tour companies and award-winning tour operator. Our motto is go big or go home. So you can always expect king-size adventures from us, which is why our mascot is a gorilla, representative of the famous King Kong who is big and almighty. We want you to experience travel to the fullest and always remember that one Monster Day you had with us, including today. So, as all of you know, the tourism industry has been severely impacted because of COVID-19. Many tourism and travel businesses have closed down simply because the pandemic has prevented us from traveling. We don't know when exactly the vaccine will come. We don't know how big an impact COVID-19 will forever change the tourism landscape. But what we do know is this: going outdoors may still take some time. As you can see from the survey numbers, most travelers will have to regain the confidence to travel long distance even post COVID-19. And we are really talking about at least a 6 to 12 months period here. So for tourism business like ourselves to survive and to take this pandemic as an opportunity instead of a crisis, we need to start thinking out of the box. And you may ask me, right? So TY, how do we exactly make use of this opportunity? So one other thing that we do know is that COVID-19 did not stop any of us from looking to connect with one another exactly like what we are doing now. And it certainly did not stop us from wanting to continue exploring beyond our own home. So most of us have turned on to online medias and we start engaging ourselves in online experiences, virtual classes, seminars and events such as this. And live streaming has now actually become the current venues for event. And it is with this shift in consumer behavior that a couple of months back, my team and I have developed and launched the first live virtual tour experience in Singapore. We want to give people an opportunity to continue discover the outdoors, indoors. And we don't see virtual tours as just a thing for the moment. See it as a new product that differentiates itself from physical travel and one that will continue to gain traction and popularity in the years to come. So here I've actually compiled the 3 biggest advantages that virtual tours have in fact brought to tourism. Number 1, travel from home. You can literally join our virtual experience from anywhere in the world as long as you have a computer or a mobile phone and reasonable connectivity. I want you to think about this. Some of us have the luxury of time and money to travel to many places in the world, but there are many others who simply don't. This option of virtual travel actually opens up the door of possibility to explore the world, even if you do not have the means to do so. Number 2, go behind the scenes. Most of us value exclusive content, but they are really hard to come by, simply because most of this interesting content and knowledge was not built for tourism, where travel companies like us can bring scores of tourists to visit and explore. So, however, the virtual landscape has changed all of that. Now we are able to bring people to places that they would never have had the chance to access or explore in their lifetime. And finally, playing virtual content such as games and activities. You know, most of us here are not magicians. We cannot simply make something disappear or appear with a magic wand. But for virtual tours, we can actually make videos, animation, games appear as part of the online experience due to technology. And these have brought engagement to a whole new different level, one that is simply different from a physical experience. So here is a step-by-step of how our virtual tour works. In short, our virtual tour is live and is not pre-recorded. During the tour, you will see a host and a guide who will be with you the entire journey. In this way, participants can actually interact and engage with them in real time. And to spice up the entire experience, we have introduced different game formats in our tours. So for example, one of our most popular format now is bingo, where participants get to play a game of bingo while gathering clues on our tours to win bingo prizes. So instead of telling you so much, right, why not let me show you a short clip of our virtual tour now.
Hi Jeff, come on, we want to see all your reactions, everybody.
It's also one of the more popular dining options in the area. Let's enter to explore it further. So do you know what this company actually produced?
Okay, Warren, I think here's another chance for bingo question. So commencing, now you hear back the sound. And number 20 now. And we have gotten our gorilla finger steak, which is what competing? Yep, I hope that video gives you a glimpse and a better idea of our virtual tour that I have been talking about. So currently we have a few venues option ranging from iconic landmarks such as Changi Airport and Jewel to heritage and cultural sites such as Little India and Fort Canning. And we are even looking at new startups and innovation at One North, or what we call the Silicon Valley of Singapore. So other than the bingo format, we have come up with two other formats as well. Number one, the virtual interactive trail that are suitable for corporate events and team bonding, and as well as the virtual learning journeys that are curated mainly as national education programs for schools and government agencies. But you know what? The best way to know something is always to try it, which is why today I would like to extend an invitation to everyone here to join us for our next virtual bingo tour happening this coming 5th September. We will be visiting One North, where you will get to learn more about this innovation zone, have fun trying out this new virtual experience, and hopefully you get to win some prizes. So simply use the promo code you see on the screen now to enjoy a special discounted rate of $7.50 when you book the virtual tour on our website. So of course, our journey thus far would not have been possible without the amazing support of my team and stakeholders like you guys out there. I hope this sharing session brought you some valuable insights and inspire you to think about upcoming opportunities of tourism and virtual tours. And if you think we can bring more value to you, simply reach out to myself and my team, and we are more than happy to have a chat. So to conclude, during this difficult time, I think innovation is important, but all we need is a little more heart, courage, and faith. So it is always our pleasure to introduce new tour content and to connect Singapore and Singaporeans with people from all around the world. So until then, continue to go big or go home and let's get alive together. I'm TY, take care and goodbye.
Wow, are you ready for this new form of tourism where you can visit amazing sites like the Changi Airport and Jewel virtually? Thank you TY for the inspiring presentation showing the versatility of their tour offerings. We are all survivors and we will continue to turn challenges we face into opportunities for innovation. During the session, if you have any questions you wish to post to TY, you may simply click on Programs in the main stage, followed by the Q&A button for this session, and you will be redirected to the Pigeonhole Live link where you can post your questions to TY directly. Alternatively, you may scan this QR code on the screen as we have a packed schedule ahead of us today. We will only be able to answer several hand-picked questions from the audience. But no worries if your question is not picked. This QR code. Our speaker and his team will still be able to answer your question in real time. Alright, with the questions streaming in, allow me to pass the mic back to TY.
Hello, hi.
Hi TY.
Yes, yes. Is there are there any questions for me? Thanks for the wonderful sharing session about our virtual live tours. So, any of you out there who have any questions on how we do our live tours or live virtual tours or how do we run it, the mechanics behind it, please feel free to reach out to us. And yep, if you do see that promo code that what we are doing on the 5th September, yeah, just simply use that promo code, booked it on our website, and that would be great. Yes, yep. So I see a question here. What are the mechanics of the virtual live tours and whether we have any promotions? Yep. So how we do? I think when it comes to virtual tours, many people have the many thoughts about it. I mean, some of when we first launched it, many of us, many of them were asking me, "Hey, is a virtual tour pre-recorded videos or was it actually something to do with AR or VR?" And I simply told them that it is actually not pre-recorded because we are essentially a tour company, so we love to do everything live on the ground. We love that personal touch, so it's actually done live with a tour guide that's actually on the ground. But at the same time, if you have seen the short video there, other than a tour guide, we actually have different hosts as well. So together with the host as well as the guide, they'll be facilitating the entire sessions. Usually on most of our session right now, the participants are not allowed to chat with us, like they are put on mute, but the level of engagement is still really there because they get to play different interactive games such as like a bingo, so they are allowed to actually respond to us on the chat itself, give us virtual thumbs up or virtual claps. Yeah, so that's how we actually use the different function on Zoom in order to be able to create that experience. But what is really, really amazing about the virtual live tour that cannot be done by a physical tour is that we can actually go right out there to places that were never meant for tourism. You know, there's so many places that is in Singapore that is so amazing. There's a lot of stories to be told, even like factories, small companies, small startup. Imagine a physical tour. I wouldn't be able to bring like more than 10 people inside a space to have a look. But through the mechanics of a virtual live tour, a guide can just simply go in, interact with the environment as well as the people in it, and that basically allow people from all around the world to actually see it. Yeah, so I hope that gives you a bit of insights to how we do it. And do we have any promotion? Yes, we do. So just now, if you see on the screen, we do have a promo code for you guys today. All you have to do is to use that promo code, booked it on our website. There is a session on 5th September. We are running it over at One North. So for those who is not familiar with One North, so we kind of call it the Silicon Valley of Singapore because there is a really, really cohesive and collaborative startup place over here called the Launchpad. So we are based here right now. I'm actually in one of the incubator space at Pollinate. So yeah, go ahead, just join us for the session, and I guarantee that you guys will be having a fun time. Let me see whether there are any other questions. Uh, Yes, I see. I saw. Do you think virtual tour will become a norm of the past, or is it currently just because of COVID measures? Yeah, really, really good questions. We do think the reason why my team and I we are focusing so much on virtual tour because we do think it is going to be a norm in the future. Maybe not for the normal travelers, such as you and me. We like I was sharing in the session earlier that most of us we do have the luxury of probably money and time to travel to different places around the world, especially post COVID. But what about those who is less privileged or who are actually maybe disabled, who are elderly? They don't really have a chance to see the world, and so we actually find that the virtual tour could be a way to do it. What I actually feel is that COVID-19 actually accelerated the way that we consume online media right now. So we are much more comfortable with it, the manner that is conducted, the way it's conducted, and I think this is like opening a new door. So with this new channel, new door, I do believe that virtual tour will become a more frequent thing in the future. It might not be how it works right now because of COVID-19, but I do believe in it, and that's why you also see a lot of the MICE events right now, and a lot of amazing partners today that are also going to share a lot of virtual team building, live experiences, virtual events, and I think we all are thinking along really the same lines. Yep, and next question that let me see. Yep. Will you be looking at expanding to include more location across Singapore? Definitely. Right now, you will see that we have about 5 locations. Other than One North, we are working with Changi Airport Group to be developing a behind-the-scenes Changi Airport and Jewel tour. So for those out there who are really in the tourism space, attractions, or even travel agents like myself, there's going to be an excellent product for you to market and to share because ultimately, Changi Airport is known to be one of the best airports in the world, and people are really just very interested to say that, hey, I would really love to see how Changi Airport, a lot of things, how it comes about, how are the people inside, how do they make things click and work. So that is probably what we are going to show in the virtual tour. And along with that, as you know, Moonstone Tour has always been doing a lot of heritage and cultural sites. So we are doing virtual tour at places like Little India, Chinatown, Kampong Glam, and including also a lot of nature and outdoor places such as Fort Cannings and different parks in Singapore. If Yeah, so I think there are a few questions about what are the places that you cover in your virtual tours as well. So for each of these location, like I say, the main aim is still to cover main highlights, key highlights that we do know, like not just tourists but locals would love to know about. But at the same time, we work with the ground partners as well as the pre-scene partners, if you can call it, to really come out with contents that you might not even be able to Google online. Yeah, so that is what essentially we do our research. We try to put it in a script. We do a lot of storytelling planning and couple it with games and interactive features. We really try to make it as much as possible a two-way interaction instead of a one-way like guiding. Yeah, let's see whether I have more questions.
Thank you, TY, again for your time and sharing and answering the questions on Pigeonhole Live. I'm sure
No
that
problem.
for the audience who have been yearning for an overseas experience in Singapore, this is really a must not miss chance. Really, really. I personally think that it's a very enjoyable virtual tour because I love all these Singapore places and I like to at the same time let many overseas foreign friends to come and experience. You know, now we can't fly, it's a bit boring lah, huh? So with all these virtual tour, I'm sure we can definitely bring our whole virtual tour experience even better and more immersive to our foreign friends. Thank you very much, TY,
Yeah.
once again.
Definitely. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
No problem, no problem at all. Okay, so right now, okay, I'm sure for the audience who has been yearning for an overseas experience in Singapore, they want to know what the Singapore virtual tour is offering. So later on, please remember to visit our Monster Day tours. If you have explored around the ETS platform, you have noticed the check-in buttons in various halls as well as the interactive zone. These are milestones that you can collect as an ETS explorer. Every premium ticket holder is automatically entitled to one chance to spin the wheel in the interactive zone. Collect all of these milestones by checking in and get another 2 spin the wheel chances. Attractive prizes including the sponsored virtual tour offered by Monster Day Tours, one of our silver sponsor of Event and Tech Show 2020. The next upcoming virtual tour will be on 2 days after the Event and Tech Show on 5th of September 2020. Instead of imagining how would the experience be like, why not just sign up now and try out the Bingo virtual tour by exploring the Silicon Valley of Singapore at One North. Also, you may be the lucky winner of the free 3-hour multipurpose event space usage sponsored by Only You Space. Discount code from Evernev and more prizes awaits you. So what are you waiting for? Join us now. Well, these exciting opportunities are made available to all of our premium ticket holders. If you are currently a basic access holder and would like to know more about how to upgrade to premium, the steps are simple. Open your navigation device and refer to the top right hand corner where you can see the upgrade to premium button. Clicking the button will direct you to a concierge page where you can upgrade your access here easily. Wondering what are all of the benefits of upgrading to premium? Let me just name a few for you. Full access to all of our 3 halls and zones to visit each exhibitor. Full access to the interactive and demo zone where you can try out new experiences and watch exclusive demonstrations, interact with new integrations. Have access to the name card exchange function and be eligible for 1 immediate chance to spin the wheel. Unlock the full exploration experience on Event and Tech Show 2020 now. And there is another fun fact on the ETS 2020 live site. When the team is reimagining what kind of experience to be introduced on the ETS platform, the Evernev team recalled that navigation in a wide trade show hall may be challenging to some individuals who are less well versed with directions or map reading. Therefore, to simulate the trade show hall experience, we introduced the all-in-one floor plan overview in each attendee's navigation device. There is no need for figuring out of where you are, where you want to go, and finally, how to go about finding the way. Instead, you can just click and magically appear at wherever you want to go. This is just another perk of joining an online trade show when teleportation experience is made possible. You can tap on the navigation device to move from place to place. If you prefer a more visual view, the floor plan view is also available. Within your navigation device, you will notice a reimagined area called the recreational zone. Well, lunch break is just around the corner. If you want to try something fun, simply head down to the recreational zone where you can try out simple yet addictively fun games. After all, we all need a break from time to time, right? Alright, back to something more serious. Networking with fellow trade show delegates is a key component of attending a trade show. Therefore, you can access the networking zone to view fellow attendees joining in this event and tech show. With the continuous stream of attendees, you will definitely meet many great minds and event enthusiasts on this platform, where you can exchange ideas, discuss opportunities, and forge new partnerships. Exclusive to our premium access holders, you may exchange name card with fellow delegates to further the conversation even after the event. For your convenience, we also have a broad categorization of various industries, allowing you to quickly filter attendees by industry. Note that this event is an international event where attendees can join in from any part of the world at any time of the day. So remember to come back to the networking zone tomorrow to continue mingling. Alright, our next session is at 11:30 a.m. and we will have with us Ng Boon Chin from UberSnap, who will be speaking about transforming your virtual events with a virtual photo booth. See you later.